we need to make those awareness advances as well. Bill Strickland from the Portable Cyclist says, the bicycle is the most efficient machine ever created. Converting calories into gas, a bicycle gets the equivalent of 3,000 miles per gallon, which beats $1.35 a liter, right? Our current policy has got 4 themes. It's got recognition of cycling as a legitimate form of transportation. It's got safety and education as a theme. The integration of cycling considerations into Ministry of Transportation activities, and funding criteria for promotion and infrastructure. I noticed that one of your topics this morning is resistance to change. And I will just say that we need to understand that the Ministry of Transportation as it exists now began its life as the Department of Highways. And so there is a culture shift that's happening within the ministry and within government, and that culture shift, I think, is reflected in what's going on in the community. So those themes that are part of our work now, they're not new themes, but they may be new to some of the work of the ministry. We need to refresh them for the new century. We need to continually look at, are we making the right decisions given the current context? For example, it's clear to me that biking and walking are not just planning issues for communities. They're economic, as I said, economic and health issues. So as we think about paving those shoulders along secondary highways, that's about tourism. That's about helping economic development in communities that need that kind of support. So we can work in partnership with municipalities by putting that infrastructure in place that they then can build upon for their economic development. There's some folks from Niagara here I was just talking to, and any of you who have been to Niagara-on-the-Lake or been to Niagara Falls, you know that there are lots of opportunities for walking, for cycling, and that's because tourism is such a big issue in that region. Well, there's no reason that in other parts of the province we can't have the same kind of amenities for people who want to be active. So that's what we want to do at the provincial level, is to provide a framework for municipalities to work in. So the Ministries of Health Promotion, the Ministry of Tourism and Culture are joining with us, the Ministry of Infrastructure. So it's not just one ministry that's involved in this endeavor. We believe that developing an active transportation policy is critical for the whole province. We believe that it's something that will encourage the kind of intentional planning and development that needs to happen in all of our municipalities. We're looking at other jurisdictions. So if we look at Quebec ensures that bikeways on provincial highways are integrated into regular construction and repair. And that's the direction in which I want us to move. So that's why I said to MTO officials, let's look at the schedule of rehabilitation of our highways, and let's look at where these opportunities are. British Columbia includes cycling facilities on all new provincial highway construction, unless there's a demonstrated safety or environmental, legal, or cost concern. So obviously there have to be criteria, and we're in the process of developing those as we make those decisions. There's coordination within my ministry on cycling-related activities, as I said, with other ministries. And the bottom line is that our ministry is working across government to develop a policy that will support you in your work. I think that the other reality is that this is a conversation that has to happen formally here with our officials, but it also has to happen informally. And I'll just close by telling a quick story about some cyclists that I met with not that long ago. And it was a group of business people who work in downtown Toronto and all day are wearing suits and have high-powered jobs. And they almost secretly ride their bikes to work in the morning very early and have a shower quickly in wherever their building is, put their suits on, and then they take part in their activities. And some of them really don't talk very much in their day-to-day formal lives about the fact that they cycle to work. And I said to them, you guys have got to come out of the closet. You've got to talk about your cycling habits, because it's very, very important that we understand that this isn't about the fringe. This is about the mainstream. This is about people who believe that it's healthy to walk and to cycle, who want to live healthy lives, who want to deal with their own health care issues and want to have a thriving economy. So we've got to talk about it not just in our formal settings, not just during our work hours. We've got to talk about it at our dinner parties, and we've got to talk about it in our communities, and talk to people who maybe haven't been on a bike for a very long time, but maybe want to try it again, or help them understand that just walking, or just helping their kids to walk to school, taking part in a walking school bus, for example, is good for their kids and it's good for the